Hello people who cannot sit at home, thank you so much for being here. Today we're heading to Buffalo. Now I know that this is not Ontario or Canada, but there are so many cool things in there that I want to show you. Half of this is going to be about shopping because Buffalo has a number of really cool stores that Ontario doesn't have. Then I'm going to show you a really cool hotel that we stayed at. And then the next day I'm going to take you through downtown Buffalo and a couple of other really fun things that you can do there. So let's begin. And I'm definitely going to try to give you as many tips as possible. So starting with the first tip, we're at Rainbow Bridge over here. Get to the border really early in the morning. It is going to be much less people. It's going to be faster. We only stood in line 10 minutes to go that way, which was pretty awesome and easy. But that essentially meant that we got out of our houses at about 7 in the morning and we didn't even have breakfast. So over here, the first stop is the Dunkin Donuts, or they go by Dunkin now. There is one Dunkin Donuts kind of like in the gas station. I suggest you go to the standalone Dunkin Donuts because it's just nicer and there's more seats. And right next to Dunkin Donuts, after we had some breakfast finally, we went to Hobby Lobby. This small plaza called something like Niagara Fashion Outlets, but we just went to the specific stores because we knew exactly what we wanted. And I'm gonna link down below all of the locations so that you can see everything. I've never been to Hobby Lobby. This is my first time. I love anything DIY-esque. And this store did not disappoint. I did not think it would be. It's sort of like a cross between Michael's and HomeSense. And they had the most elaborate faux flowers, really well done. I do see them sometimes here in Canada, but it's just, this was such a collection. I actually wanted to get a bunch of stuff, but decided because this is the first stop, I should pace myself. And you know what? I should have gotten some stuff from Hobby Lobby because it was a great store. So the next stop we went to, this was also close to Hobby Lobby, is Walmart. I was there specifically for Chobani, so it seems like online it's like a trend. This is in the States, it's not yet in Canada, at least not that I know of. And they have these Chobani flips over here, lots of different cool flavors. They're essentially yogurts. So I got 2 to try. And let me show you quickly what happened to them when I opened them at home. Officially releases tomorrow. The flip did not work, but it was still pretty funny. I collected it, put it in there, and it was actually really yummy. That was essentially it for Walmart. We do have Walmart here in Toronto. It was not very different, and I've been to Walmart in the States. But what I haven't been ever is Five Below. This was also on the same kind of plaza where we are. Everything is what is it, 95, 5.55, basically right below $6 American. But they had so many cool t-shirts, so many pillows, so many like tech items, really cute, like this strawberry thing, planter, really cool. Just everything was very cool. I was very pleasantly surprised. I even got this LED disco toilet light, more as a gag gift for my brother, but it's still pretty funny. They had rhinestone mouse, they had Harry Potter charging hubs. Oh my gosh, I really wanted to get that, but again, had to stop myself because I'm at a point in my life where nothing fits anymore into my condo. And they even had the shoes, same price, everything under $6. They also had Hello Kitty ramen and this funky looking pickle. I wanted to try it, but I also was a little afraid. Another thing is there were so many Tim Hortonses in Buffalo. I was very surprised. So next we're actually moving along. We are driving, I think it was about maybe 10 minutes, 15 minutes. We're heading to the Boulevard, kind of like area, that's what it's called. And there's Trader Joe over there. This is the only Trader Joe's in the whole Buffalo vicinity, so you're not gonna miss it. And the link is also gonna be down below for the location. It is my actually very first time at Trader Joe's. I've heard so much about it, but never been. And I have to tell you, I love pretty much everything in there. I'm actually going to do a haul at the end of this video so you can see what I got because it's just too much. That store was amazing. My tip to you is go there early, or go there if you're staying overnight, go there in the morning because the earlier you go, the less people, because the store is actually not that big. I thought it was the size of like Whole Foods. No, it's much smaller. Then we kind of wandered around and we looked at the HomeSense and I want to say Home Outfitters and TJ Maxx. And to be honest, I'm not going to spend too much time on them because they're essentially the Winners kind of corporation. We have Winners. I love Winners, but there was nothing unique about these stores. Definitely worth checking out if you're interested. We basically have this in Canada. For our lunch, we went to Ted's. They are famous for their hot dogs. You stand in line, you order, and you sit down. So they have burgers, by the way, as well. The prices are great, not too expensive. You have your side orders, and they grill it for you right in front of you over there. So over here, I got as a side mac and cheese. I wouldn't get it again. I didn't really like it. Then my hot dog with bacon on it was perfection. And my friend really liked the burger. It was really good. So next up, we are heading to Walden Galleria. And specifically, we wanted to be over here for the Primark. This is my first time here in Primark. And I actually really loved it. Prices are pretty cheap. There's a lot of Disney themed things. So if you're in the market for that, which I think is adorable, I got a few things in here for sure. What was interesting to me is that they also have kind of like the checkout, which is automated, but on the way out, you need to scan your receipt. So that was really cool. They didn't really have anybody, like a person working there, other than, of course, coworkers that just kind of help you if you get stuck. But there are no cashiers as is. And I've actually noticed in most of the American stores, there are no cashiers anymore, which was pretty fascinating. I think in Canada, there's still good kind of balance of it, but in there, it seemed like everything is automated. So over here, we tried the massage chairs. They were only $1 for 3 minutes, totally worth it because we were getting tired. They also had alpacas. They had like a little artsy market over there on the weekend, and they brought alpacas because they were, I think, selling alpaca wool and just items from alpaca. Then we got from the boba stop really good boba, highly recommended. And then we headed for Target. Now there is another Target that was earlier on, but I got a tip to not go to the Target. I think it was in the Boulevard. That basically that Target is more picked. There's like less options. So we went to the Target that's closer to Walden Galleria. It was great, but it is Target. We've had Target in Canada. It's not any longer in Canada, but Emily in Paris. They had Diane von Furstenberg dresses, her collaboration. And I actually love those dresses. So definitely really cool. I didn't actually get anything at Target, but it was interesting to check it out. Frozen custard Anderson's. So in Buffalo, it is a thing. Frozen custard is a thing, and I wanted to try it out. We got the cinnamon flavor. It was like the flavor of the day. Fairly good. I did enjoy it. It's definitely thicker, creamier. It's definitely thicker than ice cream, but it was great. It was great. I totally recommend it. So here is our hotel. It's called The Edward. It is kind of like self-check-in kind of hotel. And here's the room. We stayed at the Plum. The bathroom was really nice. The hotel was really well kind of decorated, really beautiful. Here's our room. But the reason why I booked this hotel is because it is all kind of beautifully painted, so ornate. Here's me over there. Just look at the detailing of the paintings. And by the way, this is hand painted because at first I thought maybe this is just wallpaper. As far as I can tell, this is hand painted. And it's just so beautiful, really, really well done. I think the fee is also not very expensive. This hotel went for about 180 American dollars, which of course is a little more for the Canadian dollars, but for one night stay in a really great neighborhood of Buffalo. This is fairly central. This is Elmwood Village, which I'm going to show you in a second why this is a great area, because it has a bunch of shopping and restaurants. So definitely highly recommend this if you're thinking of staying in Buffalo. Think about these guys. Of course, the link is going to be down below. And let me just quickly show you downstairs. So we stayed on the second floor. There is no elevator, by the way, at least not that I saw. Downstairs, there is a fireplace, really beautiful kind of common area that you can relax and just chill out. Another section of the hotel I loved is the first floor. They have this like night sky just beautiful night sky with the stars. It's such a simple thing, isn't it, to just paint the ceiling blue with the stars, but it was so effective. I kind of want to do it at my place now. So here, as in the evening after we checked into the hotel, we kind of went to Elmwood Village to basically get something to eat. And here's just the beautiful buildings as we're making our way over there. Here we are closer to kind of like the location where there's a bunch of shopping and there's a market and a number of restaurants. And we decided to go to Aguacates Mexican Bar and Grill, which essentially, as I found out later, means avocados. We did have to wait because this was like the place to be in the evening. We waited for a good 40 minutes, but then the menus came and then the food came and it was so good. I highly recommend it. I got enchiladas. My friend got like a taco bowl, and we also got like free chips and salsa, which was so fresh, so good. I understand why this place was, you had to wait for this place because it is worth the money. So this is the next morning. We went to Berthas for breakfast. The reason why we went here because it kind of looked, very dinery, vintagey, and I like that. I enjoy places like that. Still very sleepy, but very excited for the day to come. My friend got eggs Benedict, and what did I get? I got a burrito. The size of it was so huge. Definitely, I had to eat the other half later on in the day. Definitely a great place, very quality food, very nice. So here we are in the morning at the Elmwood Village. We decided to do some shopping. We had to have the breakfast and come back because all of these stores pretty much open at 10 to 11 o'clock. So we had the time to eat. This place is called Thin Ice, and right next to there's another shop. There's basically a bunch of shops all together. All of them are very kind of funky, handmade, lots of humor. Really enjoyed kind of walking around and looking at all of the things that they have here. Of course, the eclipse is happening very shortly on April 8th, so they have a bunch of stuff for that. Really enjoyed this light essentially coming out of the camera. So you, as I understand, you plug it in and it's a light. Different kinds of tarot. I like this cat tarot card set. I didn't get it because I don't actually know how to read, but it was adorable. Put a Plant on It is an amazing store. You have to go here when you're in Buffalo. It is very whimsical. Over here you can like plant your plant. There's a bunch of soil. Everything is painted, lots of plants, lots of different jewelry that's nature related. I loved everything about it. If I were to ever have a store, this is the kind of store I would have. Just magical in my opinion. And what made this store even more amazing for me is that they have two parrots that were just chilling, and I made a connection, I think.
Hello, hi. Oh, you're dancing, that's nice.
Watson's Chocolates is the place where you need to go to check out the sponge candy. So the sponge candy is that spongy stuff that's inside, and then chocolate on the outside. They also had some funky stuff like chocolate aspirin. I think this is just chocolate. They're just making fun of it, that it's it's gonna make you feel good. And here's all of the sponge candies. This is definitely on a pedestal over there. And I have to say it was so good, especially the dark chocolate. So they have the milk, dark, and then orange. And by the way, this is like a chocolate buffalo statue. So we got the sponge chocolate. And then we went to Charlie the Butcher's Carvery, which essentially is also another place that is fairly well known in Buffalo. Definitely very authentic place. We got their sandwiches. I think it was pork. And then we had the candy. And both of them were really good. I definitely did enjoy the sandwich. It was very kind of thick and filling, and the sponge candy was also really nice. As I mentioned, the dark chocolate one, I could have had maybe 10 more. Thank God I only got like 6 candies in total. So over here we are officially downtown Buffalo, and this is just a beautiful hotel that we kind of stumbled into it. It's the Lafayette. And the reason why we were there, they have the public Espresso cafe, coffee shop. We were actually all coffeeed out, but we just kind of checked it out. Definitely great place if you want to kind of have a coffee. Then we just wandered around Buffalo. And here's a beautiful mural that we checked it out. Buffalo is known for their murals. There's actually a whole map. I'm going to link it down below if you would like to do a whole tour of the graffiti and murals of Buffalo. We didn't really have the time, and it was a bit cold to be outside for too long. So the next spot I wanted to check out was the Shark Girl. As from the very limited research that I did, it's just a sculpture. There's really no big meaning behind it. If you know the meaning, please write it down below. I would be definitely curious to find out, but it's definitely adorable, and here she is. Another place that we went to that I highly recommend is the Buffalo Botanical Gardens. So right now is the Easter time, and here we are kind of walking inside. There is a entry fee. I think it was about 16 American dollars, but the place is really spacious, really beautiful. There's lots of greenery and flowers, and let me just show you what we saw. So this is the corpse flower, or corpse plant, I guess you could say. And this is how it looks when it actually blossoms. The reason why it's called that way is because it smells horribly. It is in its off season. I think it only flowers maybe once every 5 years. I could be wrong. So it was cool to check it out. I would love to see it someday. And then there were a number of kind of fountains, water areas. Some of them had the fishies. Really beautifully done. I definitely enjoy any kind of water element in a greenhouse. Love this area, and there's pretty much a huge mountain with a fountain. Really beautiful. So we are walking, and it sort of gives you a circle around it, because you can basically go in circles if you would like to, which is great. You don't need to come back, and whatever you keep on going, you see new plants. Right now it's the early spring, so they had a whole section with tulips and just daffodils, the early ones. Not sure what this plant is. I've seen it a number of times, but it's sort of vertical. Very cool. Then they have the carnivorous plants, the ones that eat bugs. And there was a whole section of them. It was really interesting to kind of learn more and see them. Here's another beautiful area full of flowers. Adorable orchids over here. They're kind of made into a ball and they kind of stick out. I've never seen them presented like that. Very interesting. Overall, very creative place with a lot of different plants and a lot of art elements and fountains. I assume this section is what is used for weddings, but my favorite part probably was when you walk through it and then you kind of enter into this huge area of just beautifulness. And of course the gift shop, you gotta go to the gift shop. They have a number of fishies and just really beautiful pins and things like that. Buffalo AKG Art Museum is another must visit when you're in Buffalo. I've been hearing about this for a long time and I'm so glad that we finally got to go. So here's the map and off we go. It's actually a lot to cover. We just wanted to have an hour here because, you know, we had to go back home. We spent almost 2 hours here and I do not regret it. It is such a beautiful collection. A lot of Impressionists, Degas over there, Cézanne. As an art nerd, Vincent van Gogh. As an art nerd myself, I love this. It's pretty rare that we get to see all of the great ones in one kind of location in North America, in my opinion. So this was a very strong museum that got me to, well, remember all of my art history and just ponder about art. Over here is Picasso sculpture, very interesting because I haven't seen too many Picasso's sculptures. And here's just the look of the gallery. Beautiful, beautiful. So the main building, they restored it, as I understand, recently, but they also have a new addition, which makes this art museum one of the bigger ones in America. Frida Kahlo, Giacometti, Salvador Dali, so many very, very famous artists are in here. And this, as I understand, is their permanent exhibit. And here we are getting into the new section of the art museum. Definitely very beautiful architecturally here. Here's the look into the older section, and we're kind of continuing on. There is, by the way, 2 coffee shops. There's one coffee shop in the new building and more of a bigger coffee shop in the main building. Just look at this gorgeousness. I absolutely love it. So light. It was also a really sunny day, so definitely a beautiful area. And as I understand, in the new building, it's more about the modern, more of the experimental innovation, really. And here's us, pretty tired after a couple of days of non-stop, but very excited, and we are ready to head back. So here's everything I got at Trader Joe's, and let me take you through all of this crazy haul. This is roughly $110 American, that is, done in 2 parts. So let's do this. First, let's go through, I guess, over here is the soap, castile soap. So it was interesting to me that this is a shampoo, body wash, bath, household cleaner, laundry cleaner, paraben-free, phthalates, and sulfate-free, which is really cool. I knew about this. I thought this was cool to try it out. I think it was $5.99. And over here is just soap. I'm big into like fairly natural things, so hopefully both of these are natural. We'll see. Then we're gonna go into the seasoned bite-sized crackers. I tried them. Honestly, I don't know. I didn't like it. It's just crackers. Nothing. The taste is very crackery. Nothing unusual. Over here is the tea, blood orange, rhubarb. It is. I love rhubarb tea. This was very flavorful. It was very orangey. If you like that kind of thing, go for it. If not, maybe skip it. I was so on it. Have not tried the chai. I'm gonna let you know. Over here we have the matcha unsweetened green tea, and this is green tea, blueberry pomegranate, also unsweetened. Here we have the goddess dressing, the green goddess dressing, and organic dressing, toasted sesame. I love anything with sesame, that's why I got this. But these two I've heard very many good things about, especially when it comes to like salads and putting stuff on salads. Over here, these needed to be, by the way, refrigerated, so the dips and the dressings, that's why I took cooler. I took my cooler and made sure that our hotel room had a small fridge. So anyway, everything, and the elote Greek style yogurt dip. I love this. This is so good. This is like very Mexican corn flavored, very, very beautiful flavor, very peppery. Have not tried this. Onion chive. This is essentially Philadelphia with onions and chives. You can reach the same thing if you just put some chives and onions into your Philadelphia, but it is nice. Have not tried salsa verde, peach halves over here, olive and basil pesto. This is really nice. I liked it. It is very strong olive flavor. If you're not into olives, I would not get that, but I liked it. All of these seasonings, I guess, the dry seasoning blends. So we have chili lime, onion salt, everything but the bagel sesame, 21 seasoning salute, and mushroom multi-purpose unami seasoning blend. Then let's go on to snacks. We have peanut butter filled pretzel nuggets. So this is peanut butter. These were cheaper. I think they were $2.99. Then we have the almond filled pretzel nuggets. These are more expensive. So then we have these plantain chips. They were giving them out to try, and I tried it and I really liked this. They were not expensive. I think $1.99. Over here, dark chocolate covered mini pretzels. seems like this is a big deal, and I definitely got this. Then let's go on to the bambas. So me and my mom, we love bambas. We eat it all the time at our road trips. So I got her, this is bamba puffed peanuts and corn snack with hazelnut cream filling. So over here, there's hazelnut in there, which is very unusual, not something we find over here. Then this is bamba peanut snack, and we have, it's corn, by the way. And then we have chocolates on it, yet again, unusual. Have high hopes for this. Then we have bamba peanut stuffed corn snacks. I think these are just fairly regular, but they're in a different packaging than what we usually get. So I got that. Then I got the buffalo jerky for my boyfriend because we are in Buffalo and he likes meat. So there we go. And then we have the roasted garlic marinara sauce. And we have tomato basil marinara sauce. They were not very expensive. I think $2.99 each. I just wanted to see how they are. So I hope you enjoyed this video. Let me know what you thought about this. And of course, if you've been to Buffalo and there are other things that you would like to suggest, write them down below. Thank you so much. Please subscribe, like, and share, and I will see you next time. Bye.